entrepreneur video. This is the last of the weird tuna series, and we're gonna be rigging this long jig. This is gonna be our number one. All right, so again, 1, 2, 3. So 1 is the thinnest, slimmest. 2 is in the middle, and 3 is the widest. And hey, what's up? It's Kit. Time for another video. Today we are finishing up the series of the weird tuna series, and this is the slimmest jig for the fast jig. So basically, we rigged 6 jigs, and we have 3 fast jigs. Or no, actually, you know what? We have we've actually rigged 4 slow jigs and 3 fast jigs. So this is the third on the fast jigs, and basically we're doing 1, 2, 3. All right. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, go ahead and do a search on the channel and just type in 1, 2, 3, and then you know the channel search is gonna take care of that. So we have a mid-width jig, 200 grams. We have a wide jig, which is 160 grams, and this is the lightest at 130. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. But before we do that, let me put in a split ring on this particular jig so that we don't have to worry about it later on. Okay, so I always say this, that for fast jigs you actually don't need a load bearing split ring. Okay, so it could be that you'd put in a flimsy thin wired split ring, and that's perfectly okay for fast jigging. Just a reminder, okay, because in slow jigging you will need split rings that are actually load bearing. So fast jigging, non-load bearing, and slow jigging, very important that you use load bearing split rings. Otherwise you'll just wonder why you're losing fish and you didn't know that it's actually your split rings stretching out. The hooks that we're gonna use is going to be the Gamakatsu Kanmaru. Okay, Kanmaru from Gamakatsu. All right, and the assist cord is the PFZ05 from Cultiva, and this is the 140 pound right there. Okay, so we're gonna splice this, and we're gonna be using a circle solid ring. Right here. Okay, this is actually kind of thick. Alright, quite thick. So let's go ahead and look for something that isn't that thick. There we are. Okay, so we have this right here, quite thin, and solid enough. Okay, so to splice, we are going to take this latch needle. We're gonna run it through the middle of the assist cord like so, and pull. Take the solid ring, put it on like so, run it through, and we have our spliced cord. Okay, we're tightening it like so. We have that. Alright, so insert from the bottom like so, and then we knot. Okay, now before we do this, what I will do actually is put hair. Okay, so we're putting let's say flashabou. We're using flashabou on this. I am going to tie some a little bit here of braid. Okay, and I'm going to take a little bit of flashabou, so like so, not a lot. Okay, cut it. It doesn't matter if it's too long or too short at this point in time. All you want is to be able to just tie them like so. Okay, and then we will lash it up to that point, and then go back like so, and then go back to the hook point. Okay, insert this like this, like so. Okay, make a knot like that, hold the end, and we're going to try and pull. Take our trusty pair of pliers here, pull it like so, and then just before you tighten things, you actually size it down, and you see that it is just about there, which is fine. Okay, so it ends up, that's pretty much the position. Alright, so now that we have that and we're satisfied with it, we'll go ahead and start the binding process like so. Okay, as far as the fast jig is concerned, what's happening here is that we're just binding this, and when we're binding that, what happens is that when this gets pressured, okay, when this gets pulled, this holds everything in place and it makes this knot tight. Okay, so we are not going to be hiding this like the other one, so it is very important that we actually do a very good job at cleaning this up, because it's more visible. But then again, like the other one, even if it was hidden, we did not do a sloppy job, because that's just no excuse for not doing a good job. So right here, we are going to be filling the gaps and also tying everything down. So not only will it look really good, we're also ensuring that it's clean and presentable, because we want things to be, it's nice to have nice things, and if you're building it for yourself especially, there's a pride in doing this. Okay, now we just again make sure that everything is covered. And clean. So I'm actually using the camera to look on this side right here, and that looks great. So we will just add a few more wraps like so, and then our finishing wrap. as you can see, actually looks really good, real clean. Now all that's left is for us to glue things, but before that I just wanna put this in the puller, okay, just so you see exactly what I'm doing. Alright, so put this in the puller and then pull. So that's not going anywhere. Looks super clean. Okay, now we take our glue, super glue. Okay, I'm just gonna hand hold this and ensure that it is actually covered, like so. Alrighty, so just about right now, hold it and see if there's actually an excess. And as you can see, there's some excess there. You can literally see it, and you just touch that with the tissue, and the tissue will absorb the excess. Okay, and we could put this and hang this, and it'll dry up really clean. It's super clear when you do that. But again, like I say, I don't have time or the luxury of time when it comes to these things when I make the video, so I just zap it with the accelerant, and you know, it'll have like white stuff like that. Okay, and all you do is actually just run your fingers, and it's not gonna be super clear. It's going to be a bit cloudy. Sometimes there's bubbles and it's not super clean, but it's good enough for me to show you guys how everything looks like. So that's why we're doing this. Okay, so take your jig, put it on, there we go, and just like that we have our jig. Okay, so we have this again, our 1 2 3 for the fast jigs. Here we go. Again, if you don't know what I'm talking about and I always say 1 2 3, just go to the channel, type in 1 2 3, and then you'll have a couple of videos that actually show you what this whole 1 2 3 is about. But this is a 130 gram jig, as you can see, sliding jig, this one. And with that, we have a little extra attention from the flash, and as you can see, I made it pink because it matches the belly right here, so kind of seamless, you know, just gives it a little bit of glint while it's moving around, and a hot spot for the tuna to actually just go and bite when it's being used. So basically, the whole system that we've discussed, okay, or not the whole system, but the series that we have been making videos for is for really weird moving longtail tuna in Frigera. So there are times, and it's purely situational, where they are everywhere but they're not biting and they're moving. Okay, so basically the boat is moving, finding these schools, and we have a few seconds to drop the jigs, reach them, and catch a few before the school moves on. And we've been doing this successfully for the last few years. And every time we go out, especially in the summertime, there's one combo, And this year, what I want to do is that I want to be able to use my slow jigging gear to do the same thing. So we have a few jigs rigged with single hooks. We have a few jigs rigged with, or a few fast jigs rigged with single hooks for that purpose. The reason why we're using single hooks is because they're safer, they're faster to manage when the fish is up, easier to take off, and you're back to fishing. Alright, so that's it. I hope you find information that you could use in this video, and if you have, give it a thumbs up. If you want your friends to learn, share with them, and if you haven't yet and you want to learn more, click on the subscribe button. Alrighty, so that's it for now. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Class dismissed.